Good afternoon, everybody. It's Pat Coulter here, and just welcome you to the final. You're seeing all the action. I've had a spin of the coin. Everything's underway. We're all the preparations, but more importantly, we've got two expert commentators, Chris Clark and Joshua Wise, bringing insight and insight. That's what I hope for. Over to you two guys, and the best of luck for everybody, both players and the commentators. We look forward to hearing everything.
Thanks, Pat. So, Josh, what's your view on the players in the final then?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the final. I've seen more of Reg than I have Levi, and from what I've seen of Reg, at times he's struggled positionally. You'd expect Reg to always be taking phenomenal position, but especially in the games that I played against him, he wasn't always taking perfect position, and he gave myself opportunities. But he's still playing very consistently despite that.
Yeah, he's been trying to take really tight position, which is very, very difficult on these lawns, but running hoops from 5 and 6 yards with the brand new hoops in new holes has proved troublesome. So he's often getting 2 attempts to get a few inches in front of the hoop, and once you're there, you're quite difficult to get rid of. Interesting, they're starting now apparently with no 5-minute hit up. So Reg has won the toss, and Blue goes over to hoop 1, too far by about 5 yards. And this is one of the fastest lines on the lawn. This southern third is the quick bit on the show lawn 7. As you move north, you get a lot more green. So Levi's come in and he's trying to immediately play deep, and that's going to be what I'm anticipating the match will turn out to be. Levi will be deep, trying to give himself hoop shots. Reg will be trying to get really tight, as we've said, not very easy, and he's miles out with that first shot. A fair final? Or do you think somebody else has played better than these two?
I think it is. I think the semi-final between Reg and Ewan, I think whoever won that game was likely going to be the winner of the event. I think Ewan's played very well across this tournament. There have been other standout players as well, but I think these two probably have been the best consistently over the course of the last 3.5 days now.
Yeah, Levi was 6-4 down in the decider to Jenny, and Jenny had 3 or 4 hoop shots from distance to win. My view generally of all the players in the knockout is they've been too aggressive, not getting close enough to the hoops, and I think that's probably what's going to just about give Reg the edge. I don't think it's going to be one-sided. That's, again, he's clubbed that out of its brain. So Levi's going to get his first free shot. Black's runnable but not easy. I'm pretty sure, maybe he's taking black. Okay, so if he's going to have a go at black, this is going to be fairly gentle mid-pace clearance, because yellow's not a runner. So, I think that's the right choice.
Well, he's got the in off.
It went through, did it? Okay, well, that's definitely the right choice.
So he's gotten slightly fortunate there. I'm not sure he would have been playing for that, but it's a good outcome.
So again, be interesting to see whether Reg can adapt to the slower middle of the lawn. The lawn's in a little bit of a bowl, so when you get it wet, all around the peg in the middle gets sort of flooded. So it is contoured, but again, you can judge that. It's fairly consistent in terms of what you'd anticipate. That looks okay from distance. I think the other thing is experience. Levi's under 21 world champion. That's a good experience to have in your bag. But Reg has probably won this event a dozen times, and he won't be phased at all. I do anticipate him being outshot. Levi's a better shot in general, but I don't think that's probably going to be enough. So Blue coming in quite tight here, and that's, if you can start doing that, Levi's in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah.
Looking to see whether it's a double. If it isn't, he'll probably clear black and jump with yellow if it's still there. You played many matches on Lawn 7?
I only played the one yesterday evening. It was a plate game against Lionel. And I found it was pretty tricky. It looked a bit deceiving. It was a lot more variable than I expected it to be.
So maybe it's a double. We will never know with that shot. So this will be cutting yellow down to first corner.
Yeah.
Just a sort of 1/5 ball contact. Should be okay from under a yard. That looks okay.
Yeah, he's played it well. He's pretty much banging corner one there.
This time it is definitely a target. You could get through the middle and hit the right hand wire and be unlucky. But it's a nice thing to shoot at early on in a match, just to have a pop at something when you've already got a 1-0 lead.
Yeah.
You're not keen on hitting the right hand wire and bouncing offside. That would be a disappointing result, but you know, he should be able to hit either the hoop or the ball, and if he gets lucky and gets the middle of the hoop, that's 2-0. Got quite a nice little crowd out. There's about 30 people outside the clubhouse turned up to watch this quite late starting final, isn't it? Often we start about lunchtime, but we've had quarter-finals to finish today. Levi probably stands further away from the ball than any other player in the world. Here it comes.
He's hit it.
Oh! Well, it's no major damage done because he hasn't peeled it. If he'd have peeled it, Blue would have got first play to hoop 3. As it is, his bridge is going to tap through the hoop.
So it was a great shot, just an unlucky outcome.
Yeah.
To rush Reg's blue into the jaws.
And I think because yellow hit the blue on the right, obviously it's gone to quite a nice position closer to hoop 3. So not a bad result. He'll lose the hoop, but that's not particularly a problem. Just wondering whether Reg is trying to dribble through to stop Red getting to hoop 3 here. That's what he was trying to do. He's just missed it by about 3 inches. So good effort from there. Now, how close is Levi going to try to get first ball? That's my big question.
He's overhit that.
But it's a runner.
It is.
And it was, what do you think that is, about 2.5 yards back?
Yeah. So it's angled.
Further away than Reg was trying to get, but not deep.
No.
That middle. I think that's very sensible for Levi. Trying to get 2.5 yards back is about where he should be trying to aim. Reggie's going to go inside and again overhits it. It's quite quick again, past hoop 3. Again, you've got to get through the middle, which is a bit slower. And then once you've got through the middle, it starts speeding up. You can see the ball just rolling slightly right to left at the end.
Yeah.
But they're both runners. And Blue may not be able to hit Red. Quite close.
And the reason why getting the length of these lawns is so challenging is you've got these variable patches of brown against green. So the speed isn't consistent as you go across the lawn. That's why it's so hard to put the ball exactly where you want it.
Red's just happy to play a ball in. Let Levi take on these tricky hoops. Now, he has made these look fairly easy before today. Good shot, very good. Lovely forearm follow through. Nice extension. Always looking for that from the players.
Do you think there's an optimal pace to be running these hoops at, or is it just about getting in the centre of the hoop?
It is mainly about getting in the centre. However, you can bully them, and if your hard shot is equally accurate to your mid-pace shot in terms of direction, hit it hard. Looks good from Reg. In front, but probably not large from Red. Maybe it is, if Levi's come on from there. One of the big questions is how well these players are going to get wide position. Transforms the hoop, particularly when Levi's just been, just annihilating 9 and 10 yarders to the other end of the lawn. Reg, another good shot this. So that's Levi.
That's a great shot.
If Red can see black, I think we'll see that powered off the north boundary. And probably that type of positional shot was something that Ewan didn't get quite as well today. Another good shot by Reg, though. Huge amounts of power, Levi, and he's done well to get that. I remember when I first turned up at Kashmir and saw him, he'd been playing a few months and he was probably about 12 years old, and he was playing with an Irish grip and he could barely hit the ball the length of the lawn. And then a few months later he'd switched to Solomon and was a different player completely. Always had a good temperament and good tactics, Levi. But this power game of real accuracy has been just improving over the last 3 years. In the middle again, that's rushed off the off the side boundary. So it's not that long, it's about a 15-yarder for Reg. And he may have some sort of double target. He'll be taking yellow. You can see the flags fluttering in the background, but probably not as much wind as there was yesterday.
No. But sometimes you do notice that the wind picks up the balls on positional shots. And they'll roll laterally.
So black at yellow.
Potentially a double target.
Yeah. And he's got it, and I might have rushed that to wired. Levi's definitely got something because he's about to shoot, you can tell by what he's doing. He may even have a full ball. Yeah, that's completely open. And mid-pace or full pace here, Josh?
Here I'm looking at mid-pace if I were to play this, because partner's not near the hoop. So you don't have the following shot that's a guaranteed runner.
Yeah.
So you want to leave yellow in the vicinity of the hoop.
Yeah, this concept of shooting into the lawn is mid-pace and shooting towards the boundary is hard. That's his mid-pace shot. Probably a little bit harder than a lot of people's mid-pace shot. But he's so much better at hitting the 14-yarders back again, he probably doesn't care. Reg won't be too unhappy about this. He's happy to build hoops over time. He doesn't want... If he gets fast transitions... just sort of 4 shots per hoop, Levi's likely to be the person who wins. If it's like 12 or 20 transitions, well, Reg will probably start to dominate due to his positional play. You can see that ball going right to left at the end. He's judged it well. And Levi will... Most people will just clear this, Josh. Levi might take position. He might decide it's a free go at the hoop. Yellow can clear blue. He's in two minds, definitely. The thing about yellow clearing blue is it's not clearing it very far.
No.
So do you really get much by taking position? Black can just clear you, or black can play into better position from blue. So I think he's doing the right thing here by clearing the ball that's just played before him. And I think someone picked up yesterday that his mid-pace clearances were a little bit less accurate than his hard clearances. Well, for most people it's the other way around. But I saw him missed a couple of those earlier. And now Reg can put another ball in. This time that's a lovely shot. Hasn't protected blue, but it's got behind, giving itself a hoop shot.
Slightly awkward with black being about where Reg's foot placement would be.
He could even play the hoop shot as a jump shot, couldn't he, to move his feet a little bit further forward. Not sure what Levi's doing. Position is legitimate here. You've got a 2-1 lead. You don't really want to lose hoop 4 with both your balls on the eastern boundary. And it just puts a bit of pressure on blue's hoop shot if he takes it. Now he's missed another one. And Reg could certainly opt to play this for the jaws. That would put Levi under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because black can rush peel blue getting to 5. So I think we'll probably see him play this comparatively gently. Yeah, slightly hampered, as you said. Just a smooth go at the far wire, just inside. He doesn't want that through, and it's perfect, isn't it? So now red's under quite a lot of pressure. Probably going to clear blue, because it's an easier shot than yellow's shot.
Yeah, but it's going to run off westwards, unless he gets lucky and ends up going back through the jaws.
Well, the good thing about it going westwards, if you play it at the right pace and get within a few yards of hoop 5, black's not desperate to run hoop 4. So it might even extend the hoop further than we initially think. So red anywhere between 3 and 4 yards. Oh, missed. That's his 3rd consecutive miss. Really unlike Levi. Because that time he hit it hard as well. So this sort of half ball contact, peeling blue, moving black 5 yards further east.
And this does have to be hit relatively hard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To get black towards hoop 5.
Yeah, most people underhit the shot rather than overhitting it. And that's a good result. That black controls a very wide area. So whatever ball Levi puts in, black could clear it if it wanted to. It would be blue to play the next shot, but black's got control over the area. Two options. One is to go really tight with yellow, and the other is to hit it off the end of a bulk, or south boundary. And that is a really good effort. Another foot. Reg likes to play inside these. I think he'll probably play level with it this time. Got to make sure you don't block black at yellow, so he's done that. And he's played a little bit deeper than normal and got a fairly straight hoop. It's a good shot. Red's absolutely miles away. There's a big wide area for black to clear yellow into. So all the advantage to Reg. Good effort by Levi. Lovely pace on it. And it just hilled a wee bit, but you can't do a lot better than that. Lovely, that's exactly where he'll have tried to clear it, completely wide from blue, and yellow should be playing onside. A yard or two south of the peg. And it's this combination of good positional play and solid mid-length clearing that Reg relies on. Very difficult to beat. He's decided to go in front just in case blue misses.
The nudge.
And I'm not sure Red can get to hoop 6 anymore.
So he's tried to nudge red in front of blue there to block blue's hoop shot. They would have left the jump, which was pretty short, and you'd expect Reg to get. But it was a good effort. But like you say, red is potentially hampered up towards 6 now.
Yep, as we saw earlier, these hoops not guaranteed. That little swipe across his forehead you see from Reg's is mental coach. He's getting rid of the shot, doesn't exist anymore, forget you ever played it. But now, slight advantage to Levi. So he makes sure that black can't hit red. So that's going to make sure he controls the hoop. Yellow's got the ability to clear blue away. Black almost certainly will shoot at red if it can see it. And I think he might have overhit it. I think it might be open. That's a bit careless really. He was only moving at inches. You should never be open on black at all here.
Is there a benefit in hitting yellow here as well?
No. I'm just going to say if he's open on red he should hit it. I thought he was open full ball. So whilst blue can stun red away and keep position, yellow's going to be back in the game even if it's deep. Equally, with red in good running position, Levi should be playing for this. He wants this long clearance on blue. And you've got to be a really good shot to want to take this from near corner 4. But he is. This is a legitimate line of play to actually take good hoop position with red, try and encourage Reg to clear the yellow rather than the red. I thought he should have cleared the red. I thought he had it in the middle, but... And now he's got the power to take this off the lawn if he hits it well. Yeah, that's a pretty good result.
So it's a great shot. As you said, he sent blue pretty much off the north boundary near corner 2.
And probably only a 1/3 ball contact, but lots of power. We can't quite see whether yellow's a runner or whether red needs to jump it. Looks like yellow's in good hoop running position from that angle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So he'll have the choice between an aggressive jump shot or clearing black.
Is rush peeling partner ever an option here?
It would be if it was almost in the jaws, but it seems to be, an inch or two back from the hoop and not dead straight. It looks straighter from that angle. You'd start to be tempted. If it's dead straight in front, you've got to be tempted to take this. As soon as the opponent becomes likely to hit 14 yarders, taking opportunities like this become more important. This is a good shot. Is it going to make it? It has. It's blocked it.
It's a great shot.
So now the jump shot or the clearance of black, or you can stun blue away. If you can hit it dead in the middle and squeeze blue past yellow and hold red dead, that's a really strong position. The worry is as in off black on yellow. I think this is a difficult decision. This is worth spending some time deciding what you want to do. A really, really good blue. If you fractionally miss the clearance here, you can clear yellow. If you hit it the other side, red won't be in front. So he's played the shot really well, but he's left a double clearance and an in off. So half ball yellow, clear yellow and red, with black at worst hitting the hoop and bouncing and staying nearby, but potentially going through. The angle looks almost perfect to me.
Oh, lovely shot.
I think that went through.
It did.
And there's going to be a lot of people watching going, hold on, blue's almost to the side. Sorry, black's almost to the side, but it hit, rose up, almost jumped through and then span to the left. I don't know whether Levi spotted that before he decided to play the shot or just said, I'm prepared to risk it. It was the downside of just stunning blue away. That's gone, hasn't it? That's gone. That is not a runner. Oh, or is it?
I think it's right on the edge.
Yeah, it's a runner. Tough shot, but definitely runnable. Might have to jump it. And this puts blue in a quandary. Where do you play? Lots of people play 5 yards back, and other people try and get the wire from yellow. I find the wire from yellow very difficult and dodgy to get. That's just given yellow a stop shot clearance. Red, if it wants, can probably get rid of black. It's really careless.
So is black forced to shoot at yellow here?
I believe it is.
Given blue's positional shot.
Yeah. If you think yellow can run, you have to shoot at yellow. If you don't, you can just play another tight ball in. I would think Reg has deliberately put the blue there because he wants to shoot at yellow. Oh, it's a super shot. Now, where's yellow come on and has black blocked it at blue? If you watch Levi, this is what you should do. So you mark where the ball went off. No, you shouldn't be looking backwards. So you mark where the ball went off, you go and fetch yellow and you walk backwards with your head back to the lawn, put yellow on, and then you see is it open or not. It looks like it probably is because he's moved it in very quickly. Yep, wide open. And this is where you just hope red was 2 yards in front instead of having hit the peg, because then it would be to probably win the hoop rather than to stay in it. Yeah, another good shot. He's very solid at that length. Reg will just put a ball in. If Levi wants to shoot red at the hoop, that won't worry Reg. Travelling, more or less similar place to before, maybe fractional easier. I'm not sure Levi's. Oh, he is. So the correct play is just take position wide from black, and he spotted that, so that's good. I thought he might just have a go at the hoop. It's just hilt left to right. I think black's open on it. You're in an enormously strong position if you can just put that wide from black. Yeah, my only query here is how hard black plays back at red. There's an argument for full pace and an argument for mid pace. Oh, I'm surprised he's taking position. Well, there's a huge wide area now. I didn't like that shot at all.
Do you think he was potentially looking for the the block?
He was.
Of yellow at blue.
Yeah, I mean, black is a runner, but this is meat and drink for Levi. Not quite. So lost yellow to a long boundary from 7, and he's given this 11-yarder back for Reg, probably 12. Black must be a better runner than blue was, and we thought blue was runnable. And this is full pace. That's his right, miss right. You can tell straight away he loses it at the start of the downswing, and doesn't often miss by that far. Levi should be able to square it up at 3-all. And one of the things I always think when you're watching the top players play is they play 9 to 13 better than 1 to 8. They're just more sharp. They know it's the important phase of the game. Yeah, good shot. Yellow's a long way away from 7, but he squared it up. Sends Reg to the offside spot, which wasn't clear. It's gone a long way away on the south boundary. Yeah, it's okay, I think. Again, he's gone for very close position. Yellow will play in deeper. It's a good shot. And the last time we had a final that didn't involve an English player was when Reg Bamford played Robbie Fletcher a few years ago. And that was remarkable in that Robbie won the first game 7-0. And Reg really didn't do very much wrong. So I think Reg will be settling and going, well, at least I've got 3 points this one. So it's not as bad as a few years back. So another power clearance here. Depending on how confident you are, you can aim 3/4 ball or half ball on the right. If you're not confident, just hit it in the middle. Yeah, good shot. Yellow can't be cleared very far, so Reg will almost certainly play in here. Just as likely to get a block as, you know, clear yellow to anywhere particularly more difficult. Various options. He could play with a couple of yards pace at blue, just try and nudge that forward, saying if yellow fails, blue will immediately run, or he can just drift between blue and the hoop and try and get the block there. Quite difficult, quite white around that area. Looks overhit to me. And yeah, nice position, but not blocking yellow. And these two played at Roehampton a couple of weeks ago now in the first round of the knockout. And I think it was 7-6 to Reg in the third. I think Reg came back from 6-3 down in the first. Good shot. So the good thing about that is Levi's got the I've never played Reg out of his brain before, you know, just he's not thinking about, oh, I'm playing Reg, can't possibly win. He knows he can beat him, even if it's only 1 out of 3.
So blue's got a good spot to get wide from the yellow here.
Yeah, got a chance.
But it's been under here.
Positive is it's a straight hoop.
Yeah.
And negative is it's completely wide open. I've already seen Levi completely comfortable at this 10 to 12 yard range. There we go. You meant to have a pen and write "I love you" or something like that on it. So, red wants to go inside blue without blocking yellow. And that's really good, I think. I think he's blocked blue's hoop, while still leaving yellow open on it. No, maybe it's wide, it's close, isn't it? Rose trying to do the same curling round. He's opened it up again. He won't be happy with that. In many ways it was a really good shot. The pace was perfect. It was probably just an inch away from it being a couple of inches in front of the hoop. So yellow at blue.
That's a great shot. It's absolutely centre ball that from about 9 yards away.
Yeah, if it comes down to this shooting battle, Levi is very likely to win. Got it. 4-all. One of the disadvantages of this Lawn 7 at Budleigh is that where the spectators are all sat, they're side on to the hoop, so they can't see whether the ball's gone through. So no one knew whether that had gone through until there was a few claps. Otherwise, it's a beautiful location to have a show lawn. I always think Lawn 6 is easier to watch from the clubhouse though. So Levi's overhit. This is the speedy shot I mentioned.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure that stayed on the lawn, or just about.
No, there's a lot of brown in this corner. It's incredibly hard to take position here. It's like sliding on ice. I found you effectively have to underhit your positional shot and rely on the lack of friction to keep it rolling into position.
Yeah. I'm visualising just trying to roll it into 3-yard short position. Again, he's gone really close, hasn't he?
But he's played it well.
He's still going. That is a fantastic shot. Interesting, he's prepared to go there with black, with just a vulnerable to red. I think what he's saying is he's happy for Levi to clear him because Levi isn't getting position. It's another good shot. You'd argue it's too close to yellow, I think would be the negative about that.
So he was probably looking for the block on black, whilst also maintaining position, but he slightly underhit it.
And he's played that. That's a clear decision to try and get red to hit the hoop. He played it well. So hugely strong position here for Levi. Reggie's best chance is to clear partner, hit partner off the lawn, and yellow can't get rid of it. Other than that, he needs to clear red. Completely legitimate alternative shot. I think he'll go for red.
Shot.
Has he got yellow? He's got the block.
Come on, Reg, behave.
I guess from the positive side from Levi, it's not that difficult to rush red onto blue. Fairly firmly to get rid of blue. I don't think he's got a hoop shot on. And generally people overcut these. He's still looking at the hoop. No, he's cutting red. I think he's overcutting this if he's not going for the hoop. He's going for the hoop, isn't he? Wow, this is a difficult shot. I think this is unnecessary. Near wire. Just a mid-pace cut rush. red in the middle of blue, and you've sort of got it back to neutrality again then, and that's all Levi could really ask for from that position. It was a really tough hoop he left himself, and this is certainly no gimme for Reg either. Good shot. It's been a good quality game, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Levi's been hitting very well from distance, and Reg's positional shots at the start of the game weren't amazing, but he's been more consistent at finding solid position in front of his hoops. So it's turning into a good battle. At the beginning of the tournament, were these two players who you were expecting to get to the final?
No, I would have had Ewan ahead of Ewan and Jack both ahead of Levi, probably just marginally. Ewan had a very good Spain match, won all 6 matches, 12 out of 13 in games, playing very well, and had just come on and won the doubles as well here. Jack's really good. Levi's playing in a new country for the first time, and he turned up to Roehampton, had never seen a fast green lawn, because they're always brown when they're quick in New Zealand, but Roehampton's beautifully manicured and is really quick, and yet it's green, and it took you a while to get used to that. This sort of surface is more what he's used to. He'll have played at United for several summers in conditions like this for a few weeks every year. And the hoops won't faze him. Every hoop he'll have played with competitively will have been a quadway. Another good shot, this. And it's a show of respect really from Reg, that with red 2.5 yards away from the hoop he felt the need to shoot it. Normally he'd just lag a ball in. Obviously blue's, we believe, wired from red. Let's try and dribble it round, maybe get a little bit of hill if he's lucky. Well, put a bit of pressure on red's hoop, but it's open, and we should be going down the middle at 5-all here. Good shot. And for everyone who watched Reg v Ewan this morning, these two now playing their hoop shots with a lot more confidence than we saw in that morning match. Very good. Very good. You just can't say how good that shot is. Really put some pressure on. Levi normally would take position and clear, but almost wherever he puts yellow, he's leaving it open to be cleared by blue. So I think he's feeling, no, that's black's too good, I've got to get rid of it. Mid pace again. Just rush it 9 yards away. The Egyptians favour hitting that shot harder, where I've always thought hitting at about the pace Levi played it, aiming for either middle or fractionally right of middle, is the right play. Let's see if Reg can put another ball in front. That's brilliant. Just brilliant play. We did mention that the middle's in a bowl, so 5 and 6 and 11 and 12 a little bit easier to take position at, but still really good at this stage of the first game of this best of 3 to put 2 consecutive good shots in. What would you do here as red?
There's a temptation to go for the hoop, given that blue and black are in very strong position, especially for blue, and yellow being lost towards corner 2. I think Levi's considering it.
There's a couple of in-off angles off blue. There's almost hitting it dead straight and following through, and hitting it really thin and sliding off through. So maybe that's another option for him. That's the thin one. Needed it a fraction thinner. But back in the hoop again.
Yeah, it was a great effort, and he's managed to move blue. Was unlucky to come off the wire. Almost got the in off there.
Yeah, red is vulnerable to blue, so if you can get this black in wide position from yellow, he's going to be in a very strong position.
Yeah.
He's going to play deep and rely on red being able to hit black. He could play the block because he's not far off the line, but it looks from his action as if he's going to just go for distance. If you can hit it just off centre on the left, you might get the block with blue. That's where he should have hit it. That's really close, isn't it? Whereas he hit it too far off centre. I think it's open north of it. I'm going to play this at full pace. Whatever your best shooting pace is. Yellow's close enough to guard the hoop from black coming back in. You just got to get rid of this. Yeah, good shot. Now, red's in a little bit of a quandary. Where does red go? Normal place is in front, but on the opposite side to yellow. Gone too far. I'm just wondering whether you can have a gentle go at the hoop here. Or even a hard one. It's runnable, isn't it? That's a good shot. Now I want to know, has black got in off? Maybe not. Looks like it might have bounced a little bit further back. Just a little nudge here maybe. Just moving black 4 or 5 inches. Really good. Compulsory clearance of black.
Potential for the double clearance as well if he hits it on the right hand side.
Yeah, maybe even if it hits on the left. And that's a miss. So, Reggie's going to take the hoop on here. You've got to be positive. You could stun yellow away and have 2 balls close, but when you've got a hoop that's 90%, you need to just run it. And I think he'll hit this really hard. Restalk. Big thanks to Budleigh. You can see behind Reggie's right shoulder there's a little post. That's where the mobile cameras are. So we've got all those set up all around the show lawn and lawn 6. So yeah, made sure of it. And it's a really good setup that Budleigh have got here. So thanks to everyone who's been inside on the editing desk and outside on the fixed camera. You still wouldn't be confident as who was going to win this game, would you, Josh? I mean,
no, not at all. I mean, it was a similar story, like you said, down at Roehampton. Very close games, with Reg just edging it in the third. Yeah, these are 2 very evenly matched players.
Yeah. Good line. Reasonable length. Blue's open on it. Not so sure about black. Yep, Gredges are giving them a little bit of applause there, so that shows black can't hit yellow. So you can either clear yellow with blue or you can just take the hoop on. You can drift a ball in to try and get between yellow and the hoop. This looks like a go at the hoop. It's not like Gredge to take a go at the hoop here.
Especially with Red's position, out on corner 2.
Yeah. That's his miss on the right again. You can tell as soon as that downswing starts, he's missed on the right. If you're going to take that shot, you really want to hit the hoop. So there's an option for Levi now to play halfway. We know Red's black's wired on yellow. He's 6-5 down. Does he say yellow's going to run it? I'm just going to play halfway. So we've got to make sure the peg's not in play. That's a sort of halfway house, isn't it? It's sort of in front of Rover and it's sort of a nice place to go to 13. I think that's a good choice. So black should play between red and hoop 13 onside. Don't risk going into the wire here. Now it's a really good positional shot, so a little bit of pressure on the hoop. Want to run it straight away because blue's on the south boundary. It's not going to be in a worse position for 13, so run it straight away. Yeah, lovely shot. Again, just look at that forearm follow through. It's low. It's not, doesn't finish going towards the sky. Finishes off going forward. So, I think a fair score at the moment, 6-all. I mean, both played really well.
So critical shot for Reg, up to hoop 13. You never want to end shot up short here. And he's made sure.
That's pretty good. 5 yard deep. Oh, it's just drifting. Maybe 6 yards deep. Okay. Fractionally too hard then. Levi needs to play in twice here. I just want 2 balls sat in front of the hoop. If black takes good position, then you're going to have to shoot it with yellow. But
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
super. That's a 10, isn't it? You just can't beat that.
That's perfect position. Right in front of a hoop and blocking blue's shot.
A lot of pressure.
Is this red shooting at red?
I'm not sure he's open on it, and I don't think he'd shoot it even if he was. He wants a positional shot where black's a runner, not blocking blue at red. Don't block blue at red. Don't block blue at red. Now, Levi just has to make sure that only the yellow ball moves this turn.
Absolutely, Chris. Wow.
Now, Reg can go vertical, trying to get over red, and he's got the chance of, if he doesn't quite time it right, it'll come down on red. So he's not dead by any stretch of imagination. I don't like trying to rush black onto red. That's too difficult. So he's definitely going to go vertical.
I think the problem here is that both the balls are in ideal landing position for the jump.
Yeah, and he'll be very happy landing on red. I think I'd probably just hit off the boundary 2 yards left of hitting anything here.
Well, Josh and Chris have had a comment on the commentary which would say it's outstanding. So well done, guys.
Not thrilled with that yellow. I want it in a running position. I'd have preferred it off the boundary to there. Anyway, let's watch Reg, one of the best jump shot players in the world. No?
Sharply take a breath.
So he got the bounce right. He cleared all the balls, but was slightly offline, smashed into the wire. And this should be game 1 for Levi.
Yep.
You can't say that, Josh.
The hampered stance isn't nice, is it?
No.
You know, this is a pressure hoop to win full stop. You'd actually like to get your normal technique to do it.
Full stop, yeah.
So he's jumping. He's taking the other option. This is okay. It's an easy jump shot. Well, maybe. Yeah, I think he's just going to power jump this. Good shot.
Yeah, lovely.
Went through on the ground in the end. Cracking first game. Really enjoyed it.
Guys, thank you very much. We just said we've already had an outstanding comment on your commentary, and it was really enjoyable outside of listening to it as well. So thank you very much indeed for both of you doing that. Josh, you've enjoyed it because your debut open,
I have.
and you've done really well in commentary as well. So you're a bit of a superstar.
I've been glad to provide commentary to the people. Thank you
Alright.
very much for having me.
It's a pleasure. I'm only saying that to wind you up because I'm playing him next weekend, so we'll have a bit of fun there. We'll carry on this conversation then, Josh.
Well-
Thank you very much. And Chris, you're going to stay on, aren't you? And
Can
we're
do.
having Stephen Mullen join Chris for a different version of expert commentary, and thoroughly enjoyed. Well done, both of you. And I think you've got a break coming because the players are having a break.
Okay.
I think you deserve one too. Thank you so much. Right, we're going.
Good afternoon, everyone. Back we are for the second game.
Pole position. Good luck,
Reg
guys.
once more tackling this extremely slick patch in front of hoop 1.
How close were you trying to get on this lawn to hoop 1?
Not closer than 3.5 yards. When Reg and I played, we both skated past it, and you just had to be a fraction too heavy, and it would actually accelerate almost towards the west boundary. But
Are you surprised Levi's shooting at this? I'm not sure Blue's quite good enough to shoot at.
not good enough for 2 hoops. In fact, very few 2 hoops. Yep, just missing on the left. I mean, the standard of shooting from both of them has been extraordinary. And having seen Levi in action for the first time this week, he impresses me hugely. He's got such a stable stance, and he obviously trusts his swing. Even though you see it from behind, there's the usual kink to the right. He straightens up, and is a less extreme version of Blake Fields, who has one of the more extraordinary backswings. Here's a nice piece of adjustment from Reg. Is he trying to... Oh, no,
That's good.
Good thing.
It's good.
Yeah.
So we assume that given he shot first ball, he'll be trying for the double clearance here. Can't hit Blue directly, I don't think.
No, I'm sure he'll be delighted to make contact. And I don't see how Blue can escape if he does, unless he really nicks Black, of course.
I'd much rather be taking this shot with Red as a runner.
I agree.
I think when you watch the Egyptian players, they're always standing in front of hoop 1 as you play your first shot to hoop
Yeah.
hoop 1 from corner 1, and they always know exactly how angled it is. Whereas I think Levi sort of guessed a wee bit there, and had he had to run it from where Black is, which is where Blue was, it would have been quite a challenging shot. Even so, this is still failable.
Well, with these hoops, absolutely. But powered through. I mean, one of the features of playing like a quarter in this state is that you never try and run a hoop under control. You're just trying to get through. And we saw that very much at the end of the game 1, where Reg, ran an angled hoop 11 very hard, but reached the south boundary, and Levi found a wide spot and then ran from there. And I'm sure you had fun commentating on what happened up at 13, which was a spot of, or 2 spots of bad luck for Reg.
I think if you can get to a stage where you're under a yard straight in front of it, then I'd always run the odd ones down to the next one. But when you're running them from an angle, you really just need to hit it hard, don't you?
The difficulty is that these hoops are so tight that if you try and take weight off it to get the control, you run the risk of either failing or simply taking a huge amount of wire.
A really good positional
It
shot.
is, yeah. I mean, both of them have been very impressive in this respect, and I would say Reg even more so. He's been spot on. Oh, that's gone.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's
It's
still
okay.
there, yeah. I thought
Blue's
that's
open
good.
on Red. Is it worth Levi trying to get between Red and Blue here, or would you just take position again?
I'd be happy with that.
You'll be thrilled with that. That's a fantastic shot. Reggie's got no more than a quarter of that anymore, as far as I can see. Yeah, he's giving a round of applause.
Yeah.
So I think he's gone jumping.
Yeah. Well,
I thought he might play yellow hard onto red on the basis that if he misses it, yellow's in a difficult place to approach hoop 3 from.
sure.
But he's taking the bouncing jump. Oh, he's got it. Hit it on top.
Oh, good heavens above.
That is a bit unlucky.
Yeah.
Now his ball is bad for hoop 3. Any thought of a sort of half jumpy clearance of black here to try and get red and black over to hoop 3, or just take your point when it's there?
I think given Reg's shooting, he'd be pretty gutted if you did something clever like that and got yourself over to 3 and then black hit yellow.
I'd take the point here.
Yeah, I think so.
He's looking at this half jumpy clearance, I think.
Well, I think one reason why he took the shot on in turn 2 in this game, he knows that Reg is a very formidable mental competitor, just wanted to sort of try and emphasise that he's not going to be... Well, that's not even that.
That was very cautious, I would have thought.
I would, yeah, agree. Now you will look a bit foolish if yellow is cleared.
Again,
they're so good at running that was not a difficult hoop for Levi.
Looking forward, this changes the rotation. If red had run, black was playing 3 from close.
Mm-hmm.
If black misses and yellow runs, blue's playing from corner 1.
Yeah.
Close. It'd be fascinating to see how good an approach Reg can play from corner 1 to hoop 3.
Well, I think you've got a bit of a guide from what happened when he was approaching hoop 13 from the south boundary. Did his best to hold it halfway between 13 and the boundary and almost went off. So yeah, likes to run his hoops very firmly no matter how close.
I love the forearm extension. You know, you've always been very good at forearm extension. You're trying to effectively finish with the mallet going quite low down rather than swinging up towards the sky.
You're just trying to basically hoping that you're leading the ball along the line for as long as possible. Obviously, in fact, what happens in terms of the physics of the ball doesn't spend long in contact with the mallet, but as you say, you're trying to deliver the most solid contact that you can.
The flattest swing you can. Give yourself a sweet spot. When you don't hit it perfectly, it still goes somewhere good.
Yeah.
Looks like Reg did pretty well.
Oh no, that's...
It's a good blue, isn't it?
He's actually closer to it than when he was going up to 13. Not by much, but he's like 2 yards in, isn't he?
The difference to me, I've seen Jack and Ewan play deep to blue there. I hate it. I just think the lawns are so difficult.
Yep.
You want to keep putting balls in front if you're capable of doing it. Reg's trying to get even closer, and that's a runner as well. So 3 really good shots.
Yep. But blue gets the prize, given how far away it came from.
The question here is, what does yellow do? And I'd clear black.
I have a feeling that blue and red are in line.
Yeah, just clear black.
Yeah. And if red wants to take on the jump, well, best of luck.
Certainly by now, if Levi came in with any final nerves, they'd be gone. But they will start to appear as the winning line appears.
Yes.
So interestingly, just chosen to play a ball in. I'm not convinced even I would have done that. So Reg will be clearing red to the west boundary, trying to get blue to go down towards hoop 4.
Just has to avoid following through onto black.
So 3/4 ball or half ball contact.
Good shot. Yep. Mind you. Yep.
Didn't quite get red off the lawn, even with all that power he has. Probably just hit it a fraction too thin, but it's a good angle we've got here. It's probably about a 40 degree, 35 degree hoop black's got.
Yep.
Were you running those on the floor, or were you jumping them?
On the floor.
On the floor, with a fairly smooth shot, just to get the point.
Yeah, exactly. And even if you got through tall cleanly, you went 15 yards down the court anyway, so You didn't have to be pressing to get all the way down.
Yeah,
Great
super
shot.
shot.
Very much in the groove. No, it was the lesson you learn when these courts became as fast as they did. Smoothness was everything. You get all the distance that you wanted, but unless you kept things smooth, you were liable to miss or get the edge of balls and end up as far away from the hoop as your opponent, and they would come back first. I mean, let's say Reg in particular, I think, has managed the tempo of his swing very well throughout, and Levi just has its own particular style, which again is very smooth.
I'm surprised by this choice. I think Levi's shown enough talent that I wouldn't want to give yellow that 4-yard dead straight hoop.
I think I'd have been clearing yellow then.
I expected yellow to be moved there.
It would have been a black Scott. Red lurking, even if this is missed.
That
There's
wind
wind,
just
yeah.
getting up, isn't it?
Yes. Interesting. Starts off standard, then switches to Solomon.
Yeah, he played Irish when he first started playing,
Really?
and had no power at all. And I never thought he was going to be particularly good.
Yeah.
And then he swapped to Solomon and was immediately a miles better player. Very good.
Ooh, that hit the right wire and.
Always
Right,
good
he's-
tactician.
Yeah.
And we should say a big congratulations to Maria Taylor, who's defended her Women's European Golf
has
Croquet
she?
Championship. So very many congratulations. Winning a major golf croquet event's difficult enough, retaining it. Many congratulations to Maria.
It was 4 Spaniards in the semi-finals, which was interesting. Just demonstrating how Spain has got so much strength and depth in both the men's and the ladies' events.
Now, mid-pace.
Oh yes, but I'm afraid it's a lovely shot actually
I-
to stay that close.
I've always said Levi's mid-pace is 50% harder than anybody else's mid-pace, but it hits them in the middle so often.
Yes, I mean that's what. I mean, one of the icons of the English game is Lionel Tibble, who infuriates opponents by his curious style, which seemed to centre ball the opponent and send them 10 or 15 yards, and he'd stay very much around the hoop. And Levi does it just a great deal harder. Look at that ball move.
Right, I've got the block. Not quite. Good effort again. And you try and squeeze the yellow out towards the north boundary here.
That's right, the cut clearance.
That's not so good. Black's all over that.
Yep.
So blue plays back in, and red will either have to clear blue or hit yellow deeper.
Yep.
But yeah, just getting positions it's really difficult from here. Not
Just short.
quite.
No, that of course takes quite a bit of the pressure off now. Oh, hang on a second.
It's runnable. No, it's
No, no.
much better from this angle.
Yep. as you say, very difficult to get it, but he's managed it. Here it looks incredibly flat.
I think I'm going to clear blue rather than yellow. I can almost cut it on a line towards black.
But with his stopping powers, if he hits centrally, he's going to have that ball in position and give. See, look at that.
Okay, so we've got a neutral position now, really. Blue's probably going to have to clear yellow gently.
This is where it's a real test of centre balling. And it's been the first one to nick it and take themselves out of play who will hand the advantage to the other side. Red should be able to
I got
stop this dead.
Ball orders right. And would you stop this dead?
Yeah. Keep asking the question. Okay, you know what the answer will be, but as you said, this is a neutral position.
He's taken the north boundary, which is a more defensive option. He's just saying he doesn't want to be potentially cleared by Levi at all. I'm with you. I think hitting it in the middle, stop dead, threaten to clear red a long way away and have your hoop.
This could take quite a long time, this hoop. They played really at a very good pace given how lengthy the match was in score terms, all 13 points, but they were contested most of the time quite quickly, with perhaps 5 being the most interesting piece of interaction, ending with that remarkable in-off.
Oh, it's good again.
Yeah. Levi is definitely asking some very good questions, and that red is just
No.
I know, on these hoops, not really on. I can think of plenty of places where a strong hitter would fancy their chances of bullying the hoop.
Yeah.
Here you'll end up in corner 2.
And you must have enjoyed playing this week on these
Very
lawns.
much. Oh yes. I haven't got the power of the younger players, but I didn't really need it so much if I hit the ball sweetly.
Yeah, and Jenny was the same. It is nice to play on an environment where all the players can compete and all the skills are tested.
Exactly.
And I've said already how good a job the Budleigh grounds team have done to allow their lawns to be brown before the tournament started, and then keep them getting quicker.
Yeah. No, it's been, you and I will both remember the 2008 World Championship in Christchurch, where I think for AC players getting rather desperate for the plethora of easy, soft lawns to go to United, and suddenly triples disappeared, but the win rate for the better players went up from 70% to 85%, because they were the only ones who could cope with it.
And Levi has that experience, being brought up in Christchurch. He's a member at Kashmir, but he's played at United plenty of times and he knows how to deal with quicker conditions.
Yeah.
So power clearance now.
Yep.
Better.
And again, no huge explosion of effort, just a very sensible contact. Oh no, he caught it a bit, so in fact, by Levi standards, this is a bit of a gimme. But for most of us,
Another super shot.
preferred the other side of the ball, but I don't think he was going to complain too much. Now, what I find interesting about Levi, seeing him from the side, his head starts off being so far behind the point of impact with the ball that it's completely against sort of normal coaching. Then you see him lean forward, and that corrects the disparity almost entirely. Slightly
That'll
flirty.
work. And again, another question here. Do you take tight position, or do you go closer to the boundary with black? Sorry, with red.
With red.
Because blue's covering short, tight position.
I agree. I think I'd go back 3 or 4 yards. He's good enough to score if he's given the chance, and I'd also like to give a chance of yellow getting between me and... he's gone all the way back.
Yeah. Extra cautious, that wasn't it? And I think Reg will take advantage and try and put a couple of balls in tight.
Yeah. Give Levi the chance to jump if he wants. But having seen him do an absolute extraordinary one against Jack Good at hoop 5,
Good shot from.
that's in line, I think.
And Levi, one of sort of 4 youngsters who started about 10 years ago at Kashmir,
Right.
and like most teenage boys, they spent lots of time practicing the fun shots, the jumps, and
Yeah.
eventually as they grew up a bit, they could not just jump 7 yards, they can jump 11 yards.
Yeah.
And that's something I was never able to do. So this is a Reg snuggle, I think. Very few people would play this.
Yeah, you're quite right.
It's short. So now we get a half ball clearance on the right, and we think yellow's a runner. The right as Levi looks at it.
Yeah, really wants to see black in the corner for.
So that's
Other way.
he's done well to squeeze red out there. I thought he was going to lose it a lot further south, but that's come off it beautifully.
Whether he even had ambitions to see if he could get it into the hoop. One thing I saw at the Bowden test against Spain was that 2 of the Spanish team, Pepe Riva and Andres Abarasada, were making very obvious efforts to do clearances where their own ball had a chance to run into the hoop. Andres managed it once, and they were both close on 3 or 4 occasions. Dismissing. And I achieved it myself once, but entirely unintentionally. I cleared Andres up to hoop 6, and my own ball followed through and ran hoop 5 perfectly. Unfortunately, his ball, which was next to play, was a yard south of 6, so he just said thank you, and the score went from 3-1 to 3-2 to 4-2 in 2 consecutive strokes. Anyway, this is now a chance to get his nose in front.
Good shot.
There's a lot of wire in that, and so he's only 7 or 8 yards down. But this shot with, well, black especially, but blue, Reg gets this within 2 yards on the playing side. He deserves a clap.
Quite quick within that last 3 yards, isn't
Yes,
it?
yeah. You think you've got it absolutely right, and suddenly it just drifts a yard past the hoop, and you're in a much weaker position than if you'd stopped a yard short of your objective.
It's gone past the green patch. Now it just needs to get onto that with
He's
a
done
couple.
it. He's done it. He is.
I don't think Levi will be threatened by that. I think he'll be trying to squeeze inside blue.
Yeah, try and get literally halfway between the two. That's a bit out to the right.
Needs
there.
to hill.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Oh, you can
Just about a runner.
That's actually surprising. I thought that was going to run away. And red has got a yellow to open up again.
Someone said your voice is distorted. I know, it's okay, yes, mate. Should we just move that round?
Well, that's another very reasonable shot. Now yellow taking on blue.
Oh, that's both. And red's the runner.
Yeah, no, that was
I suppose
a very useful outcome. You just have to be completely immune to feeling hard done by, because the same thing happens to both players. Maybe not in the same match, but it's just one of those things.
Would you consider playing blue to position on the basis that if red runs this angle to black's really quite close to 5?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Prepared to go 3-1 down
But yeah,
to put a bit more pressure on. Red
and if
isn't.
you can make 5 and 6, which happens so often, but nonetheless, I think you'll just want to keep competing. It's not far. Oh, Reg, that was not the time to do that.
Now, I've mentioned in both the semi-final and final the very unusual fact that I thought Reg was going into both matches as the weaker shooter. I can't remember back-to-back matches where that would ever have applied to Reg before.
I'm afraid that's just the passage of time and the fact the standard of this event in particular. Because this is much more concentrated than the Worlds, and you think of the transition, you know, when I first started playing it in the year 2000, and even for the next 8 or 10 years, were really only Reg and myself from the AC community playing in it. And then over the last 10 years in particular, the youngsters have come in, foreign visitors have been enormously welcome and have really added to it. The standard this year is the highest that I've known. I mean, Robert Fletcher probably was the... Oh, good heavens above, look at that. What a lovely shot. Now, as you say, black is in the happy position that it can... Now, would you try a preemptive strike?
Well, blue's offside,
It is,
isn't
I
it?
don't
So
think
that's
it
the
would.
first thing to deal with.
Yeah, I think Levi's noticed. The good thing is that at this standard, everyone is very good at just asking, where do you want it?
And this is the right decision. Take
Oh,
this
yeah.
on straight
You've
away.
got to. Got to re-establish your involvement.
And I would play this with the weight to get to 6 rather than hard. I would much rather have seen that smooth hoop stroke that yourself and Jenny both were very good at.
Well, I found yesterday that if I kept the transition from backswing to forwardswing smooth, the ball would go from remarkable distances clean through the hoop. That's a lovely shot. The moment that you begin to over-accelerate the downswing, the face gets changed and you have an embarrassment at the hoop.
That's short. That's short.
No, well, no, it's not.
It is.
Oh, it is. Yeah, no.
Right, good call.
That's
And this is a short clearance, red at black.
Yep. This could be.
Could be 4-1, could be 5-1.
This could
soon.
be a pivotal moment in the match. Yeah, and indeed, you can just see Levi stopping red reasonably close to 5 just to add to the pressure.
And one of the good things about having these sort of short power clearances is you can get rid of any tension that's in your arm as well. That's just a nice Smooth shot.
Yeah.
Sorry about the background noise.
Well, a must hit for Reg. Black on yellow, or he's in serious bother. That's a wonderful shot to see what he does. Oh, keep us on that shot.
No, can you
please.
have the previous shot?
Yeah,
That's the one.
this is the one.
Just had a few problems on the transition onto the downswing in game one and missed those to the right. That's good.
Great shot.
Nice. Oh,
Yes, yeah.
I'm pleased with that. Back in the hoop.
Yeah. Yeah. And a good swing. I mean, given how fast the court is and how easy it is for these players to hit firmly, you just need to catch an ear if you're in that position to save the situation. Now, obviously, blue is, as you pointed out, just short. It can come into a wide position from red, though. So I'm sure that would be what.
I like being less deep than some people are. I think that's a really good position for yellow.
Yeah.
I think blue has to clear it. And that's what I want to do, because when blue clears, red can then take tight position. If you allow blue to come in close, it's got a chance of being okay in the hoop. But now red can clear that, yellow's in a running position. This is all horrible for Reg.
He's trying to stop it in the wide space and just overdid it a fraction. But I know from personal experience just how difficult the area around that hoop is. Absolute class.
Middle this, hoping not to get in the way of yellow's hoop.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother taking that. Well, it has just about reached the boundary. Okay.
Yep.
So Reg got 2 balls down now. I think he'll play in with black. Let yellow take its hoop on. He's missed it again. He's missed it again. No? Might be okay.
Yes, I think he's got it.
So stun black away. Up to hoop 2. Don't take your jump on. No need to take your jump on. You're in a good position here. Just get this black stunned away. You can even hit it on the left hand side and move it up to hoop 6 area. It's the right choice. And a lot of the boys have been jumping here and it's wrong. Oh no. Ooh. And it's difficult to get yellow to stop. He was trying to play the nudge it and get wired shot. And I think Reg will take the hoop on here. Black's been nudged up towards the peg.
Yes, he's got a
He's in a weak
high tariff
position.
shot, but he gets right back into the game, and one would say into the match if he can get this. Again, great angle. But he's got a pretty easy clearance on yellow with a chip. He hits it on the left, holding black in a useful position. So he may prefer that slightly less dramatic approach.
did you just take relief on that?
Yeah, he can bring it in.
No, you went left a bit. You went left.
This is the hoop, isn't it? It's not going for red, I don't think. I think this is the hoop.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Good shot. That's really, really good.
Yeah. There was a man who knew he was in a spot of bother.
And literally 3 minutes ago we were talking about maybe 5-1.
Yep.
And now it's even Stevens again. I know Levi's still got the 1 point lead, but that blue's really good at 6.
It's a policeman ball, although it is a bit deep, and if he can put this red, I mean, black will then have it, but at least it takes black out of the equation. And if yellow can find the same wide spot, no, that's short.
That's short, well open. You can see the green patch. The lawn's got a sort of bowl in the middle of it, hasn't it?
And the ground rises a fraction there. You've got to give it a bit extra.
So just want to make sure he doesn't block blue's shot at red here. I don't know whether he'll go a bit longer than he normally does, or is he just shooting at red? That would be unusual for Edge, wouldn't it? He'd normally take position here.
Yes, I'd have thought so, because he's got blue within very easy hitting range of red.
This is a clearance shot, I think.
Or is it the hoop again?
I think it's so.
It's a hoop. Another one. Well,
Now to stamp yourself on a match.
I'm going to reiterate, these hoops are really difficult. So those two shots are fantastic.
Two very pure swings and complete trusting that he'd hit it directly along the line of aim. And the face obviously didn't twitch when I hit it. That's going to be a bit long.
Pretty good from where he was.
Oh yeah, that's but that's going to be what, a 3-yarder. Now will this be taken out? I wouldn't be surprised. No, he's going inside.
A good shot, but left yellow open. Almost a free clearance this, I think. Yellow's in front. You can play another ball in and hope black doesn't cut you on the right hand side.
Yeah, I think even if it does, it won't get you all that far down the west. I mean, it would take a really good snick to get you where the hoop got in the way of the shot back at blue. Yeah, this is a clearance, as you say. I've sort of affectionately called this his giraffe stance, and it's reminiscent of the late Bill Perry, who was a member here many years ago. Shot. And in Colonel Pritchard's History of Croquet, he described Perry as having a stance which made you think of a giraffe bending down to drink at a waterhole. But he was a very good shot, and a sort of leading player at Budleigh for many years. This could be another long hoop if Reg, so I think he will.
You have to clear yellow, so I don't really know what he's looking at. You can't play in here, can you?
Well, I mean, if you do, you'll get cleared, and then blue will be clearing yellow.
No. Yellow's to play next. You know. I mean, this is a straight
sorry,
hoop
yes.
for yellow.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to clear yellow.
Yep.
Levi's done everything right. You can't suddenly think he's going to just snap just because you've run 2 long hoops.
Well, I don't think Levi will, but I can think of a number of players who'd be slightly taken aback by the fact they were 3-1, as we were saying, thinking of perhaps being 5-1. Suddenly it's 3-all. I think Reg is just weighing up what he thinks is the optimum route. But I agree. I think I wouldn't be mucking around here.
This is different to what we would do, Stephen. And I'm a positional player. I like putting balls in, but I don't want to leave Levi that hoop, even in the air.
Yeah.
That's a super shot.
That was.
It's the wrong ball. Someone will get that outside, won't they? Surely someone spotted that. Okay, so he takes the clip off, ready for his jump shot. And when he does this, he stands what I would call a normal distance away from yellow and just leans forward
Yeah,
and
that's right.
powers it into the ground, and it goes quite flat.
Yes, that was the extraordinary thing about his jump against Jack Good.
The thing about this shot is it's a free go. If he misses it, red's still got the ability to clear black.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't miss the hoop and bounce miles away, he's good at this shot. Lucky
Very
bum.
lucky indeed. Yeah, you don't normally succeed when you've clipped the intervening ball. The most dreadful comment, oh not just dreadful, it just happened. Someone did that, went through the hoop, raised their hand in triumph, and then unfortunately the ball they tickled carried on and went through, and of course it scored the point. And black is now, I think, a little bit impeded getting down to... No, it's not, it's fine. Good.
And one of the beauties of this game is the decision making
Yes.
that we've just spoken about. Do you take position or do you clear? How well is my opponent playing? How well am I playing?
Those,
Wonderful positional game from Reg.
when I give coaching classes, master classes, what to know about tactics, first point I make, it depends so much on the execution levels of the two players. If you can't hit a 4-yard clearance reliably, don't think about doing 7-yard cut clearances. Try something else like positioning. At least ask your opponent a question.
That's nice.
Oh, just gone past.
Well, where's the yellow?
Right down at the bottom, isn't it?
It's on the south boundary, we know that, but is it blocked from anything? No, it's gone to the
Yeah.
gone to the east. Not a great red. You wouldn't be confident of running that hoop.
No, you wouldn't guarantee it, but I think given the way Levi's playing, the fact he's just bounced back from two very impressive blows from his opponent by doing a jump, he'll be feeling absolutely confident. So yeah, they're trying to take out blue. Very good.
Hit it on the correct side as well.
Yes, that's a very advanced form of cut clearance, isn't it? Opponent to the north boundary and you're within 8 or 9 yards.
Now Reg will play in again. Another good shot. If he gets the block, he's still favourite for the hoop. This is a much longer jump for Levi. I'm not sure he'd play it.
Well, I don't, if he gets the block, that's the thing. And here it comes.
Super pace again.
But
It's a
now
good positional shot, but the hoop's open.
Yep.
Big chance for a 5-3 lead. Do you think you can run it off black?
I don't think so. No, I think he's just got to ignore all black. There's no in-off here.
Wow.
Did not touch a wire.
And now black can't get to 9.
Well,
and
that's
this
the
is
beauty.
looking
That-
like
no.
6-3 soon.
Yep.
Wow, that was stunning, wasn't
And
it?
it's, I have noticed that a lot in the last few days. If people have a bit of bad luck, just slightly overdo or underdo an approach and end up like that, it can have big consequences. So Reg now has got to find...
Would you lay a rush for blue?
That's imaginative. Yep. I think you might have to.
I can't see of a better play.
No.
Nice dolly rush on for blue to hoop 9.
It's certainly one of the best rushers in the game. The trouble is getting the pace right. No, you're right. That's what he's
You
thinking.
just rush 4 yards deep, don't you? And have a go at a hoop.
Yep. Yeah. but the temptation is to give it a bit extra to make sure the rush actually works. Then you go flying into the corner, or into the corner. I want to see. Is he thinking about trying to block yellow? How about that?
Leaving yourself a rush must be better than this. This is putting your ball miles away from hoop 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is. And he wants the. Yeah, he's trying to do a stymie, but I agree with you. I think this is.
I think one of the things we should say to the viewers is if you're going to try and stymie yellow close,
Yeah.
you need to get yellow marked.
Yes, because it's currently at the moment an outside agency.
Yeah. So if he's really genuinely trying to get close to yellow rather than a yard away, and I can't see the benefit of being a yard away. Yellow can just hop over you and take position.
Yes, exactly. You've got to be within about 6 inches.
You can see by, I think this is Richard Gardner doing the banging,
Like it.
the hoop isn't actually going in the ground very much.
And Richard's
Well, this is what has made this tournament. The ground has been baked hard, and in fact, I'm impressed by how successful people have been. They've risen to the challenge, and you must be very careful not to touch that ball.
Yeah, I think there will have been some people watching the event earlier going, well, the good players are being made to look a bit average. This final shows you why we want conditions like this, because it takes the best players to cope.
Yeah, that's quite right. Well, this will be an amazing shot if he basically deprives yellow of its turn.
I just think it's the wrong choice.
can't see it.
Can we have the camera on
There's
that?
no camera on it.
Well, it's
Nowhere near it. And now it's just in such a bad place, that black.
I think that black may have cost him the match. May, nothing certain. But 5-3 up to Levi playing, and he'll be, now here's, if this is a good one.
Looks.
That was quick.
Nah, it's way past again. Didn't appear to hit it very hard, and it's actually better than I thought. It's inside the corner. Right, anywhere inside the corner is good from where he was.
Yeah. I mean, I think he'd like to be 2 yards closer, but and what does Reg do here? Just take posse, has to, I think. Yeah.
Taking
We'll
inside
try and-
position?
Oh wow.
Why would you take inside position there?
That does seem to be a bit of a harakiri act. Now that Levi should be able to get this one within 3 yards and fairly straight, he now knows.
Get through the green and stop. No, he's overhit it again. As he
And-
blocked him. He's
Oh,
gone
God.
too far, so
That's amazing. I thought he'd got that right. I really did. And he's lucky he's actually travelled on an extra 6 inches to.
Yeah.
So I think yellow's difficult. Reg certainly hasn't
Would
shot
you
at
want to
it.
take yellow on the basis that it makes? You see now.
Now
think-
I'm going to stun blue away.
I think he's thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking
See-
the hoop on here, Stephen. It's too difficult. Stun blue away.
You better get this absolutely straight and not running the hoop with it. Yeah, not what he wanted.
Wanted to hold the yellow.
There's still quandaries here as to where blue should go. The safe place is just off the boundary in front of the hoop.
Mhm.
Then red can't do anything with you.
Stance for a man who wanted a straight stop shot.
Anywhere near red is bad. You can't allow red to clear this and stay in position.
No, he's okay. He's
That's okay. Past red is safe. And now this is more than 45
Oh, yeah,
degrees.
this is.
I'm
If you said the last one was difficult, this
This is deep position, isn't it?
Yeah.
A 6-yard position. Allow yellow time to come back to the hoop. Quite deceptive, that camera angle. It sort of straightens it up a bit, whereas it's really angled. And Levi will be going, I can run this, I just need a perfect shot, and then 6-3 up. And he needs an imperfect shot and he's near corner 1.
Yes, exactly. I think he's...
Just play deep. Bide your time.
No, his tactics have been impressive.
Yeah, he's gone off the lawn even.
Well,
Didn't think he needed to go all the way off. Could have been 4 feet further in from there. He knows Reggie's going to put 2 balls in, tight. And he knows also that it's really difficult to do that around this hoop.
What are they chatting about?
yeah, I'm a bit surprised. Having a friendly chat in the middle of the match.
Unusual.
Do you not find Reg tends to talk more when he's losing?
Yes, absolutely. That has been a very common feature.
Wow.
That's jawsable. It looks easy from this camera angle, but it isn't. Certainly in a position where blue could nudge it another ball
Yes.
to give red a problem.
Mind you, the difficulty with that is I can't remember how flat that bit is, because if you're only nudging at another ball, you're coming into it at dead weight, and it could easily just take a curve in the last foot and miss completely.
Yeah, hoops have been moved sticking as well. Though.
Have they? Oh, that's interesting. Yes. I take my hat off to the. That's very hard work to do.
Hilling,
Oh.
Hilling. That's not good. So blue can clear that.
Yeah.
Red's possibly forced to take the hoop on, and you don't want to be forced to take a 7
Hasn't he
yard
got
on.
an in off possibility?
Red, you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think blue.
I don't think so. We'll have to see where blue finishes, but I'm going to just stop yellow away here.
Yeah. Okay.
Let him have a boundary go. It's interesting that since Reg ran 5 and 6 from distance, he hasn't had another shot really, has he?
Yep. This is what the roll through in off is the possibility. Just it's slightly to the right of centre of yellow.
And he doesn't want to run the hoop here. Jaws is where he wants to be.
Well, this is what I would expect. Running it would be
Bad.
well, and also much less likely. But if he gets this at just the right angle, it might rattle in the jaws and give him the chance to control 10 as well as 9. No, too hard.
And he's got the hoop, and I'm not sure that's good. I thought he had a strongish position, and anyway, look, Levi needs to play on 2 good positional shots now and cross his fingers.
Yeah.
Very high standard of play.
Yes.
And yeah, for those of you commentating on golf croquet finals, I tend to read the reports, and it tends to tell you how well each player played. This is both players playing well.
Yes. That's a bit short.
It's disappointing, wasn't it? Got all that green patch to go through.
Come on, Levi. Have the friendly chat with a drink. Yes, I prefer to
After.
keep my interaction with opponents very brief, friendly, but just a word or two. I don't have chats with them. Save that for afterwards when hopefully I'm buying the drinks rather than them. Let's see how that's going to go. It's a pretty good effort.
Yeah, happy with that.
And he's probably got a block as well.
Got to go through the middle of this bowl here. So you've got to hit this reasonably firmly. Very fast to start with, but then it'll get grabbed by the green patch.
Yep.
It's a good shot from where he was.
Oh yeah, no, that's very
Really good.
Roach acknowledges that.
So advantage Levi here.
So,
I'm surprised by this. Red's got a big wide area to rush this black into. Has he got the snuggle? Not quite. That was the turning point in Levi v Jenny. Like Jenny was 6-5 up and he got a snuggle of her ball in front of Rover from the north boundary.
good lord.
And yeah, she went from having a 2-yarder to win to, wow, she was losing.
Well, losing that hoop.
Yeah, she obviously was favourite for 13 still, but 13s have been much more balanced in the difficult playing conditions than on an easy lawn.
I think 13s have been some great battles. I mean, I thought what happened at the end of game one here was wonderful standard. Although Red was a bit unlucky to put his black in the way. Right, well, this he wants to be quite careful not to come off that and cause yellow to spring blue away very hard.
Well, avoided the rush peel, which was the #1 priority. Reg has got a clearance on yellow, but he's likely to move blue. And I think Levi's going to run the hoop if he doesn't move yellow.
Yep. Yes, the snuggle hasn't, as far as I can tell, yellow is ever so slightly forward. Mind you, these do make it difficult. He's got to avoid touching blue with the mallet, and given the length of his swing, it'll be a great test of his composure. But so far he has shown enormous composure.
And he has throughout, you know, even from when he was a high handicap player, he's been really balanced.
Yeah. See, look at that. That's why the shots on. But I can so easily see this being jaws to then blue jumping, and suddenly it's advantage Reg in this game. But of course Levi is game up, so he has that insurance.
I really don't want to leave this for Levi.
No, but it's a pretty binary situation here. Ooh, interesting.
Really surprised by that choice.
Yep.
So, another choice of Reg's I don't agree with. We had one at 7, and Levi got a bit lucky with his jump shot there, to be perfectly
He did.
honest.
He actually came.
Yeah, Levi's called
Right.
I don't know whether he's going to play this with a full swing
Yes,
or a
poke.
little prod. My swing isn't straight enough to play with the full swing. I'd be prodding it. At Levi's, I think he can play a normal shot on it.
They've got someone coming.
If you look at it from there, your mallet shouldn't ever get near anywhere
No, it shouldn't.
the blue. It's just a straightforward hoop shot. Pretend the blue doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's what they call the council of perfection. But I agree, that's how we want to try and get completely unconscious on this and just swing. And it's, it's a chance for 6-4 and 75% likelihood of winning the game and therefore the match and the title. As you see, this is not game. This is as if he's playing a positional shot.
Oh, he stabbed at it. It wasn't a normal swing.
Very politely.
So that time Reggie's gamble paid off.
Yep. We have another 5-all duel. And that's a bit of a kick in the guts for Levi.
There have been very few unsuccessful shots in this match. It's been very, very impressive. So anyone who's thinking red could rush yellow in front, there's a golden rule, which is if you're first to play to the hoop,
Never rush.
never rush. Just put your ball in front with a nice basic shot. And it's an easy positional shot at 11 on this lawn, isn't it?
And he's done it well. He didn't try and get over close either. He just wanted to make absolutely certain that the threat was there. GC is a game of threats. Yeah, providing your opponent knows that you might run the hoop, and in Levi's case, 95% plus from there, you've got to react to it. So Reg is taking it out.
Red's trying to go one foot past red, so yellow can't hit it.
That's interesting.
No, I think yellow will shoot at that.
Yep.
Always got to be fractionally lucky, but if you hit it dead centre, it won't move black. So really wants a dead middle clearance, and black will be, red will be stays there.
Yeah,
Got
he's
the balls the wrong way around again.
Yeah.
That was fascinating. There wasn't a need to play that mid-pace, and he chose to play it mid-pace.
He's very confident about his ability to hit very centrally, and that's been perhaps the most impressive single thing. I mean, I saw him play for the first time in my life this week. I'd heard a bit about him, and I watched him for about 15 minutes and was just astonished at, he was hitting within a few millimetres of the middle, so his ball was going far less far than most other people's.
Yeah, he's got a lot better in the last 18 months, and he's now taking it basically a year out, travelling around the world. He's won every tournament in Australia by a million miles,
Right.
And turned up to Roehampton and had a good go at beating Reg at Roehampton, and then this is his next event.
Now Reg is taking the view that he hasn't got a hoop here.
It's a good shot,
Yeah, look at that.
but Red can stun it away, and Red should stun it away. And the point about this is if you can leave red between the hoop and yellow, so yellow can rush it,
Yeah.
and blue's on the south boundary near first corner, black has to clear either red or yellow. Oh, this is too aggressive. He's in a good position here. He doesn't need to do this. You just stun this blue away in the middle, and you're such a strong position. And yes, I know that yellow's got another shot before blue runs it, and this is to go 6-5 up. But the alternative is very strong. Pressure shot. I didn't like the choice.
No.
He's been a bit lucky in that.
We didn't catch an outside edge.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that bad a shot. He just hit it out to the right.
So there's a clearance of yellow, and blue's got an angled hoop. Oh, that's just lovely.
Oh,
shot.
but heavens above! And look at that, he's already.
Been unlucky. Yellow's now got a clearance of blue. And if you can hit this well in the middle, yellow will be a runner after it's moved it. Really important to get this centrally with your ball still skidding by the time it hits blue.
That's a bit of an ask at that range. It's half that distance. I think that would be feasible. This, I think he's going to go well on, even if he gets a good centre ball contact.
No,
And didn't get that.
not very good.
So blue can now come back and be king of the castle at 11.
It's gone on.
Well, that's
They're gone.
careless. That's careless.
Gone. Yeah.
That, why didn't he settle for being 2 yards north? Guarantee yourself a look at a hoop. I'm very surprised at that.
So red to deep or red to wide on the western side?
I think deep. I mean, getting the wide spot from there is not as easy as you might think. And this at least is, and the great, that's pretty vertical. For players of this calibre, this is not much different from a corner hoop. We've seen Reg run 5 from the boundary. Well, either of them could, in extremis, try and run 11 from the boundary. If he's even thinking of trying to nudge you, blue, I think it'd be crazy, and I don't think he is.
Bit short.
Yeah, that's a bit short too. Well, Levi's had a let off. Well, what he's doing is making it, any ball that's going to clear them is not going to get position itself.
I think Reg will play to an inch in front. You can block both red and yellow.
Yep.
You can concede
Well,
a
just-
jump shot.
But
You either concede a long jump shot to red or a shorter jump shot angle to yellow,
yeah.
with the option that black can hit yellow from the south boundary as a bonus. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's put your opponent under pressure. He's going to have to clear black to the south boundary.
yeah,
He's going to have to survive black coming back, and then he's going to have to jump.
what looks to me like 40 degrees. No, he's going for it
He's
now,
taking it straight away.
which I think is right.
You like that, do you?
Oh, much, yeah. I think that's that. The view is showing it looks easier than that is. What, 2.5, 3 yards back, 40 degrees. This is a lot more straightforward than the one he did. It's similar to the one he got at 7. Easier than the one he got against Jack last round.
Bad shot, but one of the things we should probably... Oh, I thought that missed.
Chris,
I thought it missed on our right-hand side, on his left.
just cleared it.
Did it touch the wire at all?
Look on the screen.
No, there, no.
I thought it came off a bevel.
You slow it down.
Well, I'm still not convinced, having watched it a second time. But anyway, good shot, Levi. Very good.
Well, Reg wouldn't give it, would he?
No.
Wow.
That's the ultimate out bluff if it
It's a
was.
super shot
That
again
is
by
it,
Reg.
yeah, that's.
He's
Well
looking at whether it's wide, so it's close.
I think what I do like about Reg is his composure under pressure. He may be on the brink of defeat, but that won't stop him giving every shot 100%, and that was spot on.
So tight to the ball.
I mean, it would be fitting if this match finished on the 13th in all games. They've been so well matched, and the standard has been so high. I mean, blue certainly is not probably able to do all that much. You can see it.
You never like shooting at these 6-5 up, do you? Because the rush peel's always in the back of your mind.
Yes, but I think at times one's got to say that's fundamentally unlikely.
It looks to me as if red's got a minimum of 3/4 of black.
Yeah.
I would play in.
Well, your coaching has paid off. He's doing exactly that. And of course, he should also have an eye to hoop 13.
Yeah, it's a good yellow. You know, it's good for 13. It puts a little bit of pressure on. Red hitting. It's definitely open, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got. Now Reg has to playing through the hoop often done that well though.
Pretty good. Hasn't blocked yellow to 13.
Well,
You fancy him to hit this, don't you? I mean, you really do think he's going to hit this. Whether he's going to be good enough to run the 4-yard hoop to win the championship's another matter.
yeah. But one stage at a time.
Oh, he's cleared partner. 2 offside balls.
Oh, that's not so clever. Oh dear.
Offside red and yellow. Blue's about as good as it could be onside. Do you risk running this gently? I don't think I do.
I mean,
I
to get 4 yards south is fine. Just you don't want to.
I'd be hitting it with 6-yard pace. I really want to run this. Don't let red and yellow regroup, and red's just taking it to an extreme and taking it off the lawn. You can't say that's wrong. That's, where is he going to put? He's going to put them both on that side.
Oh yes, you've both got. And of course, slight compensation for Levi when you do that, he gets a bit of practice.
Yeah. So how deep would you play the first one? Are you going to go 5 yards or 3 yards?
I'm actually tempted to put the first one right off the
Right
boundary.
off. Wow. Okay.
I mean, do it at a pace which you think will get there, and then you've got a sense of how far to hit the second one if you want that to be in court. But I definitely want to be able to deal with Reg's first ball. The biggest sin in the world would be to be short here. Particularly given how we've got to this situation too, and that double offside that's just happened. There's yellow to play. He's going to go for length, then it's better be a good one. He looks as though he is just playing it for.
Travelling.
Oh, not too bad.
Inside the corner.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And we'll have a say on what. I mean, that doesn't look runnable to me, but it's a very good policeman ball. Do you think Reg goes off the boundary here? Just,
I'd be surprised if he plays to allow yellow to clear blue.
yeah.
And if you're going to go off, do you go dead straight? Do you go on yellow's side, or do you go on the opposite side to yellow? By, let's say, a foot. Where's your preferred line?
Whatever. I mean, some people like dead straight hoops. Others they're not. I wouldn't do it here because of the firmness of the ground. Like to, one. I think he's gone for dead straight. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, I'd agree.
In softer ground, I mean, Mark McInerney, who won the 2011 World Championship, said he just liked to whack it at the far opposite.
Correct, which is a bit boring. We're playing golf croquet like that, but we do have lawns where
That is
That is the right choice.
here, of course, it would be suicidal.
Yeah. I probably disagree with you. I think yellow is runnable. Possibly with the sort of shot you would be playing, that sort of gentle roll at the hoop. Now, where's this gone? Oh, this is good. No, it's gone again. Yellow's runnable, red is not runnable, I think.
Yes, he'll be just disappointed by that, given that he should have had a read off what happened to yellow. The trouble is you're making such a fine adjustment, you get it, overdo it and you stop 3 yards short, and that doesn't help. I mean, that red looks better, doesn't it?
From here, but not from the other side.
No.
Yeah, it's outside of yellow's line,
Exactly. Yeah.
on line with the corner, which even outside the corner, to be honest.
No, you're right, yellow definitely with an excellent shot. And of course he has the great merit of knowing that he can't lose the match even if it all goes wrong. Right. And that looks destined for the boundary.
So I'm going to say something that isn't going to happen now. Yellow's going to take 1 foot position, because that's my play here.
Yep. Well,
I'm happy to leave red your shot from the boundary.
yep.
I wouldn't say dribbling at the hoop with mid pace is wrong. I think that's okay. It is runnable. So a nice smooth go at the hoop with, what, about 6 yards of pace?
Yeah, and you might be lucky and end up in the jaws, which
Yep.
I could.
Nothing better than winning a game of golf croquet from the jaws of 13. That's my preferred method.
Cuts out navels.
Don't smash
He's
it.
going hard.
Don't smash it. Smooth it into it.
Oh, that was a terrible shot.
And I think we have to say that's the first sign of nerves we've seen.
Yep.
Relieve I wouldn't miss that by a full ball. Quite interesting now as to what black and blue do, because they were thinking, well, we'll probably end up with boundary goes. Now yellow's in the middle of nowhere, red's not a runner. Do you just nudge one of these 2 yards in?
Well, I mean, what you can, you put blue in to the west so that red can't get any purchase, and then you're leaving yourself a 7-yarder with black.
Well, I'm going to make another suggestion. Lay black a rush. Just put blue a foot in front of black and say I'm going to rush it in front,
Yeah.
and then yellow you're going to have to clear it from where you've just got to.
Would you not respond by then destroying the rush with red, admittedly, because you haven't got
Sure,
a hoop
but then
anyway?
you get to take position with black,
Yep.
and you've probably got a snuggle on blue or something quite good. You can't,
Snug on red, yeah. I know
I
what you
can't
mean. With-
believe he's going to take this on.
No.
This would be bonkers.
I mean, hasn't he got a reasonable...
Just clear blue.
Yeah.
Just, say, okay, go and run a hoop from the boundary.
Yeah.
I don't want to give my opponent the game.
No, you want to make him work for it, because it'll help to set the tone for the third game, if there is one.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of these games of the younger players at 13, and it's all about running 13 from the boundary, and lots of conditions, that's the right choice. These are not those conditions. Force your opponent into a series of 5 and 6 yard clearances.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's worked that out.
We saw this before, Chris, didn't we, that he took the right shot.
Yeah, no, he's been, ever since he started playing, he's been the best tactically of the 4 Kashmir boys. The wrong side of it,
Yeah.
but that's not a bad place for it in all reality.
Yeah, no, he's still...
So you can call this a free go, but it has to hit the middle of a wire for it to be a free go.
Yeah.
No use skimming the outside and finishing.
Well, this is one that I think Reg is normally pretty reliable. If he doesn't get it, that ball's not going to be more than 2 or 3 yards away, and it'll be on the playing side as well.
That's a brave call, Stephen.
Well, that's what I expect.
Well done, Stephen.
That's what I expected. That's not what I expected. Reg of all people.
And just going back to this position, for people who are on the way up, the top players do not run 7-yard hoops all the time,
Not in these
particularly
conditions.
under pressure.
And we should specify, not in these conditions.
Yeah.
That was a bad shot. I mean, it was as bad as Levi's, and it came off. So he's not immune either. But now look at this. You wouldn't have expected this to be the situation after Levi, basically by his very high standards, shanked his jump.
That's a good shot.
Yep.
That's a good shot.
And then Red is going to be able to improve on that. So Red has got to hit something with blue, I would think.
Yeah, if Reg plays a good ball inside yellow, Red can just get rid of it.
Yep.
Or it can take better position, and better position is probably the right decision. So yeah, blue has to go outside yellow here. That's the right choice. And from where he was, not a completely trivial shot. You've got to play millimetres inside that line and risk it hilling off the lawn.
Yep.
So he's done well. That's a good blue.
Would you put
No.
Red in now to 2 foot, if you can?
Red in as tight as you dare.
And unless there's any clearance, then you can hope to block with yellow as well.
Oh, he's hit that.
That's,
Well,
Oh.
the only good thing
This
I'll
is-
say, he hasn't blocked yellow.
yeah, I think he is feeling it a bit, and I wouldn't blame him at all. Can't
So
blame him.
looking at that angle again,
Yeah,
that
yes.
red is fractionally inside the corner.
Yeah.
Yellow's the runner. And as black, I'm shooting at yellow.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to. And perhaps it's comforting for the lesser mortals, like most of us. These guys who have been playing absolutely phenomenal GC for the past couple of hours have actually shown a more human side with those last 2 shots, and now we're back into a duel. So black and yellow.
No, hates it. That's his right miss
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
So now, this is a genuine chance.
What, 3.5 yards for the match and title? Yes, by his standards, a long way right. Well, this is it. Now that's when the little voices in your head are saying something's not right, you're a fool if you continue. Reset.
Chance.
Well done. And you must have felt the same. The main emotion you feel after winning a title is relief.
Relief, absolutely. So excellent there. Levi
gentlemen.
Franks, 2026 British Open Golf Croquet Champion, and thoroughly deserved, and a really good match. Congratulations to Reg as well.
Yeah, they both played very, very high standard croquet, and Levi held his nerve with drilling it through from 3.5 yards.
And thank you both
That's
for
all
a
from us.
quality commentary. Thank you. Nice. Bring it home. Thank you very much indeed, guys. I'll just take over. Bye. Right, hello everybody, it's Pat Coulter here. Just to let you know, there will be a short presentation shortly. We're going to have it on this channel, and we will cover it for you, for those of you who want to do so. We're delighted from Budleigh, Salterton, to have been hosting this tournament, and many congratulations Richard Bilton on bringing it home. In good time, well, 5:45 is always nice. I live round the corner, so I would say that, wouldn't I? But more importantly, thank you for our team who've done everything, enormous work all through the week. We'll catch up shortly and we'll be back with the presentation. Bye now.
Testing, testing, testing.
I hope that is.
Testing. 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 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, what a day, what a tournament, what a week, and we hope what a nice time you've had, those of you who've been listening to us. It's Pat Coulter here. I'm closing down our live stream from Budleigh, the Open, and we're delighted to be able to bring you the presentation now after an enthralling game, which you're going to hear all about, so I'm not going to repeat all of that. We'd be delighted also to hear from you, viewers, anything, if you want to comment about everything. Particularly, if you do so, could you do it on the Budleigh Salterton Facebook site? I'm not that technical, as you've probably gathered by now. You've had a week of tolerating me. Budleigh Salterton just has got a Facebook page. If you'd like to pop up and just say thumbs up, thumbs down, we would be delighted to hear from you. This is only the second time we've done the Open.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
All of us.
if I can have your attention,
We've got Stephen about to start.
as our manager brings out
You'll be about to
the remaining trophies, although I gather the winners of the doubles are not actually here, which is a pity.
I just need to say that we haven't got Stephen on mic, so I need to get the technical team who are.
Hello?
Can you hear anything, by the way?
Can I just
Could you
speak
ask-
normally then?
Oh, sorry, I've got Shahid here.
Well,
Nicely.
welcome to
Could
the
you ask
presentation
Adrian?
after one of the finest finals I have ever seen.
I hope you can everybody
I've had the privilege
hear,
of watching quite a few,
Stephen Mullen.
but the
talking. Could you come and
combination
give me a
of the
thumbs up, please?
conditions that we have had this week and the standard of shooting and, of course, the trivial matter of running hoops from 7 or 8 yards, it really has been a display which I, for one, won't ever forget. I'd like to start, though, by making it very clear how much Croquet England appreciates the role of the clubs and their volunteers. This is a wonderful venue. I've been coming to it for longer than I should admit, but it goes back to 1977. And the improvement in the conditions on the courts and in the clubhouse and the very recent developments which I've noticed this year have been wonderful. And it shows that it's a very vibrant club with active and thinking governors, and you've got 350 members, and I hope you have many more. The courts certainly are some of the best in the country, and one of the people I want to thank very much, group, is of course those who've looked after these courts. But I'll start off by simply referring to Raver and the green t-shirts. Whoever thought of giving the volunteers from the club a uniform deserves a prize. It has such a good effect. It means we know how many there are of them rushing around looking after all aspects of it. When I came up here, the day before it started and saw how many people were pounding the hoops in. It really was hugely impressive. So to Ray and your grounds team, in particular Tim Spores and Martin Isles, and of course Mark and Stephen, who are the regular groundsmen, the contractors, a huge thank you for producing such fabulous conditions. I would also like to mention someone who is not here, who was quite rightly praised at the start, Louise Smith, who's worked really hard in the preparations for this event. These things just don't happen, and an awful lot of behind-the-scenes work is absolutely essential. She was enjoying herself up to the first round of the knockout in Ireland, which has been won by Maria Taylor, for those of you who like the news. 4 Spaniards in the semi-final. But Louise, we hope you did have a good time, and thank you very much for your contribution to this wonderful event. Bit torn about what the right order of battle is, but I thought I would first of all mention Adrian Coward and the rest of the team who've been making the live streaming work so well. It really is a very professional and well-drilled group, and the plethora of wires testifies to the ever-growing number of cameras. When Chris and I were commentating, it was quite useful to be able to look at different angles and work out what was really happening. So Adrian, to you and your merry men, thank you very much indeed. But possibly, because not everyone who plays is keen to be a star of stage and screen, and that is why you were offered the choice of declining to play on courts 6 and 7, in case you were going to be exposed to the wider world. The one aspect which does apply to every player without exception is the catering team. So Adrian's wife Jane and Leslie Hampton have been doing an absolutely wonderful job throughout the week, keeping us fed and watered. The tea and cakes in the afternoon are a particular speciality. It's been a wonderful week here for being well fed and very enthusiastically looked after. So to Jane and Leslie, thank you very much indeed. I'll just wind up by saying that we've had a wonderfully international event. England, Spain, New Zealand, USA, Australia, Egypt, Czech Republic, Ireland and Wales. And I may even have left someone out. But this is one of the best aspects of what used to be the British Open Championship. It's now a very international British Open Championship. So, with no further ado, can I pass over to the manager, Richard Wilton, who deserves his own word of thanks, because he has been making sure that the matches go on. And despite his right to have grey hair or less of it when certain matches were taking rather longer than he really wanted. Well done for steering us through, and thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Stephen. I shall start with the doubles, which we played on Tuesday and Wednesday. The plate final was won by Dom Arvold and Tim Russell. If you'd like to come forward. And an equally enjoyable final was won by Callum Johnson and Ewan Burridge, who beat Jack Good and Simon Cuthbert. Possibly the youngest final we've ever had, I think. So this trophy is theirs until next year. So on to the singles. The plate final between Lionel Tibble and Dom Arvold. Another trophy for Dom. And Some of you may have seen the bowl final being played on court 6 as we were watching the main final. That was won by Mohammed Karem. On to the shield. This was won by Sharif. Now, it's time to mention we're very thankful for the donations for the British Open this year, which means that we can offer cash prizes for the top 4 players. The losing semi-finalists, Ewan Burridge and Jack Good, both get £250. Sorry, that was a sign.
Sorry, I'm clapping. I'll keep quiet.
The runner-up, which is Reg Bamford, will get £500. So, the winner of the final, who this will receive £1,000. Levi Franks.
Excellent results. Well received. Lovely to see. Lovely guy. Did some commentary for us as well. Absolutely delighted to see it. What a star. What a star. Lovely picture as well. Congratulations.
Few words of thanks. Might pop this down. Firstly, thanks to Richard for doing a great job of managing the tournament. Thank you to Budleigh for hosting this awesome event. Pretty cool to come over to the UK and play in such a high quality tournament against people from all over the world. And a lot of work's gone into it, so all the people that Stephen thanked, again, thank you so much. Thanks to Reg for an awesome final. You really pushed me there. It was pretty a lot of fun. Yeah, thanks to whoever provided the prize money, because for someone, who's travelled from the other side of the world, that's pretty helpful. Yeah. And thank you all for watching and being here.
And with that, a very warm farewell and safe journey home. Thank you, Budleigh, again.
Well, thank you one and all. That was enjoyable watching and seeing that. So the money came through fundraising, which was a GoFundMe campaign which the Croquet England are supporting. It's nice to see. Just acts as a way of encouraging top class players to come to see us and come to play. Not just us, but clubs around the country. So we're good to be part of that, as well as hosting a thoroughly enjoyable game. We're just sort of winding down. I think you can still hear me. I assume you still can hear me. And we're just double checking with the technical director whether we want to cover anything else. Everyone's heading to the bar. I think you might imagine we're going to, but we've got a bit of clearing to do. We've loved doing this for you. Have a good time. See you next time. Bye-bye now. Pat Calder signing out.